Welcome back to American Latino TV. Now, most people wouldn't put Kansas City, Missouri and Latin music in the same sentence. But alternative rock band Making Movies is quickly making music writers make that connection. With an eclectic mix of rock, cumbia, and tropical rhythms, Making Movies caught the eye of not only a growing legion of fans, but Steve Berlin from legendary band Los Lobos, who has taken them under his wing. And the result of that collaboration just might rock your socks off. Check this out. Sonidos, music served here. Heineken, open your world. With Latinos becoming the fastest growing demographic in the United States, it's not surprising that Latin music is no longer dominated by either the East or the West Coast. That's because the Midwest has a growing number of Latino music gems to pay attention to.
We had this idea of mixing Latino rhythms.
Ruben Blades, Hector Lavoe, Tito Puente, Willie Colon.
With the rock and roll influences that we also had.
The Beatles and Led Zeppelin and stuff all over the spectrum.
And with the help of Steve Berlin from legendary band Los Lobos, Kansas City, Missouri's own Making Movies is quickly becoming the band to pioneer Latino rock in Middle America.
As far as the Latino scene goes, there's not a, no, we're pretty much it. There's a couple other bands, but that's, yeah.
The U.S. is changing. I mean, and it's amazing. A lot of people ask us, like, how are the Latinos in Kansas City? But it's been neat to come from there because I feel like we didn't grow up with, you know, Ozomatli in our backyard or something like that. So, like, we just had to figure out our own way.
You see the phenomen's a violent swing, like a childhood star's dying fame. Or you're once of this fizzled flame on a night when you just couldn't get her off.
I definitely think in the Midwest we found significant support from the Latinos, especially because it seems like there's not as much going on for the Latin communities that are in the Midwest. It's almost like they're under the radar. People don't even know that they're there. So then when we come to town, they're super supportive of us.
We opened a show for Los Lobos in Kansas City, and he just happened to catch our set while we were playing.
One of our fans recognized him in the crowd, and after our set, he came up to me, he's like, Steve Berlin was watching you guys. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, and he was texting. And so I guess he was texting the rest of his band, and they all came out to watch us. And that night, we ended up jamming with him on stage, and he asked me, he's like, hey, I'd love to do your next record. You know, let me know if you're interested. It's like, well, of course, that'd be amazing. And Steve's influence was amazing. He knew how to pull out the pieces of us that sometimes we're afraid to pull out, and he pushed us to reach for that. And I think that opened up the doors for us for this album, but opened up doors for us creatively for the rest of our musical lives.
It was very validating. It made it feel like we're on the right track. Like, for the first time, we have someone that we respect who in turn respects us, and that gives you a lot of sense of courage and pride to keep doing what you're doing.
It's nice to know that you don't suck.
Because we have our doubts.
We have our doubts.
It's very important for me as a songwriter to have substance in the songs. And with the immigration reform as an issue we all stand behind, we actually just put out these bracelets, Making Movies, I'm a Dreamer. And the proceeds go to United We Dream, and also goes to a summer camp that we started where we give opportunity for kids to have music lessons and music classes. So, you know, I guess our attitude has always been just, well, what can we do now? And then we'll worry about what to do next later, so.
Wow, Making Movies rocks. You guys have to check them out and look out for them when they come to a city near you.